And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. Starting in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. What do you have on him, Singy?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance
Leading
to
off
hit here.
For the Marlins, shortstop Xavier Edwards.
That missed by a lot. And with that, we're underway here in the desert. And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Now it's going to be Connor Norby. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jesus Sanchez getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Missed with a changeup, and 1-1. And that's too high.
Okay. That's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1. That one pulled foul. The pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Norby, the runner at second with one away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Suarez settles under this one, 2 away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing. But that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Jonah Bride stands in now and watches strike one. Late swing fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. This one in the air center field. McCarthy settles under it, squeezes it, and that is that. Marlins leave one, and now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Cal Quantrill. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
And another ball. Late swing, foul to the left. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Ketel Marte. That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone into the hot tub. A 2-run homer, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Here's Josh Naylor. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And that is out of play. He swings and drives one out to deep left field, and no one can get there. Around first, digging for two. Now a relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Off the mark there, and that's ball one. And delivers outside. No outs, runner on second. And that one is in for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2 the count.
On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick, and the glove might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Next to hit for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Quattro back to work. There's a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Seth Martinez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Nardi also getting ready. No outs. Runners at first and third. And now 1 and 2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Quattro back to work. Outside low. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gurriel on third. McCarthy on at first with nobody out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Pavin Smith. And a foul ball. shoots a line drive single into right center. Gurriel scores. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well done. Drives in the run. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Sanchez makes the play. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 5-0.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ball one there.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Fouled off to the right. On the ground. And foul ball. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back.
Leading
all
off
set for the
the
start of
Marlins,
the inning.
first
And at the
baseman,
plate for
Matt
Miami,
Mervis.
Matt Mervis. Mervis measures 6 feet 4 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Rodriguez back to work. And that's in for a strike.
I'm sure he likes the 5-0 lead and the run support, but he's sat around a lot since warming up in the pen, and you'd hate to see a guy not have his rhythm to go out there and have a great start.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 away.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the
96,
strikeout pitch
left
right there.
fielder,
Just a low
Dane
90s
Myers.
fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Dane Myers in the box now as he leaves that one up high. 1 out, bases empty. A little bit low.
That's a
And
ball.
now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
One down, bases empty. Misses
Oh,
with the
that's off the
2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. There's a strike at the knees. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
And now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Gurriel handles the chance.
Now pitching for
They hand the
Miami,
ball over to a new arm,
number
Declan
51.
Cronin.
And with the big deficit
Cronin.
on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the biggest names in the sport.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Next pitch is outside. Check swing, called strike. That one ripped left field. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
One out, runner at second. Now up next for Arizona, Josh Naylor. Just missed. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I'm so glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 7-0.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Gurriel, doubled his first time up. In for a strike. 0-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking. 2 down.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0. Ball.
He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And that one missing low. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Yeah, the batter now, Nick Fortes. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Xavier Edwards. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Doubled his first time. Base knock center field. And out to aboard. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Now
No, just a total breakdown defensively right there. I mean, allowing a run to score all the way from first because of an error pretty much shouldn't happen. But every once in a while we see one of these weird plays, and it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads.
Sanchez swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Marte. The throw to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Marlins 1. Back here in the desert, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And a foul ball.
You know, these D-backs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Got him swinging.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So digging in, Pavin Smith singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that drops in for a strike. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Moreno, the next to hit, takes outside. Just missed. That smash towards center. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And the Diamondbacks down in order. And they're on top 7-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. First pitch, and he just misses. Fastball for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. There's the strike. The D-backs up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is lifted in the air. McCarthy trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Dane Myers. He popped out his first time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Two outs. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in to end the inning. And the Marlins down quietly. They're down 7-1. Bottom of the 4th, and now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
And that skips in the dirt. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Hey.
That one fouled off.
Reinfield.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So the batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2. And the slider just misses. Foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
A swing and a soft liner. And it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Declan Cronin is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Miami.
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Ronnie Enriquez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So up next, Ketel Marte. He's already homered here in this one. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Perdomo over at second. Carroll at first with no outs.
Stay hot up there.
That's out to center field. Hill under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman Josh Naylor.
And now it's Josh Naylor. little bit low.
Ball one.
The 1-0. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Here's a 2-1. That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Two on, one out. In the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tagging and heading for home. He'll score the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hill makes the play. That is the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Marlins 1. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. His first at-bat was a strikeout. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Corrals it. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher
And now Nick Fortes. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And it's fouled away. Now fly ball to right center. Carroll nabs it, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Marlins 1. Back here at Chase Field, here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Center fielder,
Enriquez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And there's a strike. Ripped on a line. Sanchez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Eugenio
Suarez up to the plate now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0. One and one.
That one missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
One down, base is empty. This to third, Norby. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, designated hitter, Pavin Smith.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Pavin Smith. First pitch misses. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Hill ranging back. And that one is off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Smith at second with 2 down. Fouled off left side. On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first. 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Marlins 1.
Now pitching for
We're back,
the
and they make a
Diamondbacks.
change to start the 6th.
Number 81.
The new pitcher, Ryan Thompson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Edwards.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. He's 2 for 2. In for a strike. Good slider.
You know, these Marlins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So digging in, Connor Norby.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That just
0-1.
misses. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Kendall Graveman, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Mansupply also throwing. And that one ripped into right. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit.
This is
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one catches the corner. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. That one misses, and it's a full count. 1 out and a runner at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. Sends it to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman Jonah Bride.
So they're down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonah Bride. And that's through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs with a runner at third. Got it. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long